Good morning. Welcome to the craft room. I'm sorry I'm running a few minutes late. Bit of technical difficulties, but we're back up and running. So let's have a look at what we're doing today. We're going to make a birthday card and I'm going to use some of the new things. We're going to use a new stamp set and punch that's out of the mini catalogue, and I'm going to use some new designer series paper that's in the online store, the online exclusive store for Stampin' Up. I really love this paper and I think you will too when you get to see it. But first of all, let's make sure we're going live in the right place, because there's nothing worse than me getting it all completely messed up. So we don't want to do that. So let's keep going. I'm going to turn you straight down to the desk. We're going to have a look at these products and then we're going to get going with the card. I think you'll like the card. It's rather simple, but it looks great. So let's get going. So let's do the usual, and I'll get you to have a look at the ceiling while I get this all set up. And look, we've done it fairly quickly today. That's a bit of a miracle for me. We're going to use this set. Now, these actually don't come together. This is a punch that comes with another set of stamps. I should have had that out to show you, and I will grab that out so you can have a look. You can get them in a bundle together, and where did that one go? I haven't got it. Where did I put it? Oh, aren't I? Oh, here it is, right in front of me. It comes in a bundle here, like this. Now, you can buy the punch separately, or you can do what I did, and I've bought this bundle, but I'm not using this one today. It also matches up with this stamp set, and I'm going to use this one, and it's called Bright Borders. And it's got some lovely little sayings. You can mix and match your outsides. With each of the outsides, there's also a matching little piece. Like this one has some flowers, we've got some leaves here, and we've got a line here. And you've got some lovely sayings. Congratulations, the future is bright, so happy for you. Thank you from me to you, or thank you from all of us. Congratulations from all of us. So lots of opportunities with this stamp set, and I quite like that. I'm also going to use some new paper. Now, the paper is on the exclusive online store, and it's called Serene Love. Serene Love. I'll get that right. Let me just pop this out of the road. We've got this beautiful blue. This is navy, Night of Navy, with flowers on one side, and there's two pieces. There's two of each, and there's two lots of flowers, or there's patterns on this side, which I think is fabulous. It gives you the opportunity, masculine will go for patterns, flowers for the ladies, or mix and match. We've got this one. These are the colours we're using today. So we've got flowers, a busier one, and a more calm piece of paper. And again, two lots of patterns. And then that's Lost Lagoon, which is what we're using today. And this one, which is Old Olive. And I love this one. I don't know why, it just appeals to me, all the daisies. Perhaps it reminds me of our backyard. And then again, patterns on the back. But we're going to use the Lost Lagoon, which is this one. So I'll just bring it in. I'm actually using these two sides together, the pattern and the flowers. So what we'll do is we're going to get some paper out straight away. I'm going to use plain white for the card. And I'm going to cut it a little bit different today. We're going to cut it straight down. And so we'll get our bone folder, and I'll pop it up here in the corner because I want to get it nice and straight. And I'm going to give it a fold. Right. But that's not all I'm going to do with this today. I'm going to cut it. It seems an odd thing to do, but I'm going to cut it off at 5 centimetres. And then I'm going to cut another 5 centimetres. And then to be different, I'm going to have 3 centimetres. Oh, look at there. So they're the pieces I'm going to use out of the white. And then I'm going to take this piece of paper and instead of cutting it so it's smaller, I want it the full width of the card. So that's 10.5 centimetres. And I need 4 lots of 5. Oh, in you go. Right. What else do I need? Well, you can see I've tried this card and I've used this, so I'm going to punch out 4 of these. Oh, come on. Okay, so let's start doing some of the things for the card. The first thing I want to do is I really want to highlight these flowers, but instead of colouring in the flowers, I'm going to colour in the background. And I've got my Lost Lagoon blending pens, but I'm going to use the Lost Lagoon Light. And I'm just going to grab a scrap of paper from over the back here so that I'm colouring onto something. And I'm just going to colour in around the flower. So I'm colouring in the background, not the foreground, not the flower itself, so that the flower will pop out and show. Now, I could have done these beforehand, but I didn't. So we're going to have a chat while I colour. How did we all coping now? We're back to normal after all that Christmas. Of course, it's still school holidays, so we still have activities with Bella here, which is quite good. I love the school holiday activities that the kids can do, because if you don't get away for the holidays, it means they can still have plenty to do. So she's done the movies, going to the wildlife park here in Ballarat on Monday, and some big thing, Monopoly thing in Melbourne later next week. So they keep them quite busy, which is nice. Bowling, swimming, swimming. What else were they doing? Extreme bounce. So it's really good to keep them busy, I think. Gives us a break too. And I'm sure most parents are like me. Can't wait for school to start again. And the weather, isn't the weather, well, those that like it are probably having a ball. I'm not a heat person. I've already got the air conditioning on. This is going to take us a few minutes, isn't it? So you can see how the flowers are now popping, and we'll turn these up so you get an idea of how it's going to look. I love these monochrome papers, and they open you up to a whole range of things that you can do in either monochrome or adding colour. I mean, I could get some nice colours and watercolour these flowers or all sorts of different things, but no, I'm just doing this today. Actually saw someone else had done something similar, Janine Rawlings, who's a lovely demonstrator that I know, And she had done the navy ones with a with a red background. And that looked rather stunning. That could be an Australia Day card, couldn't it? Red, white and navy. Oh, that opens up thoughts, doesn't it? Do we do an Australia Day card? Are we big at celebrating Australia Day? I think we are, actually. I think it's getting bigger here. It might have been always quite large, but there's those for and those against, isn't it? And those for are getting very boisterous, just like those against it. It's a very interesting, oh, not interesting, but it is a difficult argument. I hate to get involved in the politics of it all because it is a bit confusing in our family. My family came out on the First Fleet, and Alan's family have Aboriginal in his family. So there's a mixed race for you. First Fleeters and the Aborigines have got together. So anyhow, we better not go down that political minefield. Okay, we are getting there. And I hope you liked how this pops out. It really makes the flowers stand out. And it's very simple to do. And I'm not even being an expert at colouring here. I'm just rushing through. Because it's all monochrome, if it's over the line a bit, it doesn't really matter, I feel. Mind you, I could be a lot more careful, couldn't I? And using the blends, of course, the ink blends in, so you don't have to have your lines straight and it just all blends together. As long as you get a good coverage. You have to have it a thick coverage for it to blend all together and smoothly. So then you don't see your brush strokes or your colouring in marks. We're on to the lucky last. This is one of my favourite colours, Lost Lagoon. It's a really nice green. It's got that bluey grey tinge to it. Okay, nearly there. We'll just cover that bit up. All right, we are nearly there. And then just a bit in here. And that's done. So we have our 4 pieces of paper. We have our card and our other pieces. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to work out, I want to put them back in order. So that one goes with that one, and that one goes with that one. So we might put this one on the front. So we'll put this one down here, and we'll grab some glue. And this one can go up the top here. Now that was the slowest bit. This all comes together quite quickly now. So we have our top piece of paper and our bottom piece, and I'm going to put this up like that. So I'm going to put some glue on the bottom here, and I want it about there. So I'm just going to let that dry for a minute, and while that's drying, in fact I might just, so it does go exactly where I want it, I'm going to pop that there. Actually, I can do both sides at once, couldn't I? And you stay there. So I'm holding that so that it's right at the bottom here, in the bottom of my card. And I want that straight up the centre, or not the centre, off to the side. So I'm going to put some glue now here. So I've just got some glue under there, and I'm going to pop that down. And then to hold it all down while it dries, I'll just reach over and grab this great big block and pop that on top so that that dries how I want it. In the meantime, I'm going to grab out a piece of smaller cardstock. Oh, we don't have a piece of, oh yes, no. Yes, that might work. This might be just wide enough. Let's see if we can get a punch out a couple. Yes, we can. So we're going to do 2. Just made it. And we'll bring in our stamp pad and our stamp mat. And I'm going to bring in this stamp that had the leaves on it. Or this just 3 little leaves. Now, if you put your head right above, you can see where the points are. Get this stamp inked up well. And that doesn't look like it's 100% straight, but it'll do today. It's just getting my heads over it. And this looks might be a bit better. Yes. I've got my chamois here. We'll just dab it there. Get the ink off. Now on this one, I'm going to put thank you. And on this one, I'm going to put from me to you. I find you can never have enough thank you cards. And there we go. Now let's start pulling this together a bit more. So I'm going to put that one there and that one there. I'm actually keeping them on the same angle and just putting, in fact, I'm going to go the other way, I think, only because I can. That one and that one, like so. So, oh, now I'm just going down the, I went round the wrong way, didn't I? No, I didn't. We're going that way, aren't we? So that one's going there. And again, well, let's get this block in just to hold it all flat. And we're going like so. So up in this corner, down to this corner. And again, we'll put the block there. And while that just sits for a minute, I'll take some dimensionals and I'm going to put this on with dimensionals. Now it's going to sit in the centre. So we'll just put, we'll put 5 on. Well, let's be generous. So, did I get that one? No. Oh, he doesn't want to come off. There we go. And this is going to sit straight, like so. And now, when I turn it over, it looks a bit of a mess. So what I'm going to do is I'm putting these pieces here, just like the front. And you can see where the blender pen has bled through, and that gives you an idea that you've actually used enough of the blender pen for it to work and blend nicely, because it needs to bleed all the way through. And we'll just get that one sitting on top. Now, I want to match these up, so I need to put them exactly where the other ones were underneath. So you can see that corner's going to go with that point, and that's going to go with that point, so it matches up. So again, we're going to put the glue down on an angle of what's going to hit the paper. So that should match up with that one. And this one was like so. I think, yes. So again, we're matching up those points. It moved. It always moves. There we go. So now they've matched up with the ones, so there's only that one to match up, and it's going to sit here. Like so. And that way your inside of the card looks the same as the front. And then just to dress it up a bit, I'm going to bring in my stamp pad. Now this isn't actually the piece that matches it, but because it's got flowers and I've used flowers, I'm going to use it. And I'm just going to put some flowers in the top and the bottom, so that when the card is closed, you can't see them. And when it's open, you can. And then you can write at the top and at the bottom, or down the centre, or however you want to do it. Or you can write all the way down and they can see the writing. That doesn't matter. Now, a bit of bling, because we always have to have a bit of bling. These are the Riverside Irregular Pearls, and they come in white, granite grey and Lost Lagoon. So I'm going to use the Lost Lagoon. I could use the white ones, but I'm using the Lost Lagoon. I'm just going to pop one in here. Oh, it's stuck to my finger because I've got glue on it. One there, and that's stuck to my finger, and one there. Actually, I'm going to move him over a little bit because I don't want him to line up directly with that. And I'll move this one. Oh no, I pulled the paper. So it's staying where it is. And that's it. That's my card. It's quick, it's simple, but it really highlights that paper, and it's a bit of a fun fold. So I hope you like that. And it stands up nicely. It will if I fold it properly with the bone folder. Give it a good press. It does stand up nicely too. So there you go. That's my card for today. Quick, simple, and ready for you to go out and enjoy the sunshine, or if you're like me, enjoy the air conditioning.